Okay, so use and abuse this month is the Thinking Angler's Rucksack. Now, I was never a fan of rucksacks. I always liked the idea of them, but years ago, the rucksacks I bought, no one really made a small one like this. You'll see straight away this is a small rucksack, but the ones I bought years ago, they were quite large, and I found that to fill the rucksack to the point where it made it worth having, I would have to put all my kit in it. And the problem with that was, I like to do short sessions, I also like to do long sessions, and I found that when I was bouncing between the two, you know, if I was going for 6 hours or I was going for 6 days, I'd have to take the same amount of kit, i.e. absolutely everything, and I didn't want to do that. So the beauty of this rucksack is I keep in here the essentials that I need to catch a carp. All my things like food, tea kit, scales, they're elsewhere. I keep them in my barrow in other pouches, but this rucksack contains what I need to survive and what I need to catch carp. Like I say, it is a small rucksack, much smaller than the ones I used in the past, and that is why I like it. As soon as it came out, it grabbed my attention. Because it's a Thinking Angler's product, I knew that it was going to suit my fishing. You know, a lot of the stuff they make is designed for the mobile angler, someone that's in and out, but at the same time, like I say, this rucksack can be used for longer sessions as well. The important thing to me was it isn't too big and it certainly isn't too small. This is to me the perfect size, and I'm sure if you're an angler like me who fishes in the same sort of way, it'd be perfect for you as well. And as I've mentioned, if you want to take loads of other stuff too, there's nothing wrong with having that in other pouches and kept in somewhere like your barrow, and that is exactly what I do. So I'll run you through this rucksack. There's loads of different features, loads of little compartments which enable you to store whatever you like, wherever you like effectively, and that is what I love about it. So first things first, you'll see on the front here, we've got a large pouch. This is the biggest pouch on the rucksack, and if I open it up, you'll see in here, I keep my tackle pouch, hook baits. So from this front pouch, I access what I need. In here, I've got everything I need to mount a hook bait. I've also got my hook baits, so that's my go-to place when I'm either baiting a rig or filling in my diary. I keep my diary in here as well. You'll see there's like a little mesh pouch. So you've got one pouch and it's got 2 separate compartments within that. You can keep whatever you like in there, of course, but that's what I keep in mind. Zip that back up. On the side, or in fact on both sides of the rucksack, there's another 2 pouches, the same depth as the one on the front, but they are not quite as wide. And I think the boys advise that you keep things like buzz bars and stuff in here, but I'll show you what I've got in here. I've got my sunglasses, my head torch, my binoculars, and my receiver. That stays in there, that's their home. Do that back up. On the other side, there's another pouch, and in this one, I've got my tackle pouch, and this is what I use to tie my rigs up. So that stays in there unless I'm tying rigs. This pouch contains what I need to construct a rig. And in this one, I've got my leads. So all my rig bits to actually mount a rig on a rod goes in the front. To create a rig, and my leads, they stay in the side. Let's put them back in there. And on this side, like I said, things like binoculars, head torch, receiver, and Polaroid glasses. There's a main pouch as well, obviously the centre part of the bag. If I open this up, you'll see here straight away that in the top part of the bag, there's another compartment. Again, opens via a zip. And in here I've got things like headache tablets. I get a lot of headaches, so I need to carry them. Chewing gums, keep my breath nice and fresh. My fishing tickets. You can keep whatever you like, but a nice little compartment, making the most of the space. If I lean it forward, that's the main compartment of the bag. Now, you'll see that at the moment it does look quite empty, but my camera normally goes in there. So when I put my camera in, that's pretty much everything I need to catch a carp and then take a picture of it as well. So within here, like I say, 2 bigger pouches on the sides. Got my rig safe in one of them. The other side, things like mouthwash, toilet roll, toothbrush. And there's some other pouches at the front here as well, smaller, thinner ones. And in this one, bivvy light, got my laser pen in there. You can keep things like PVA tubes, whatever really, whatever you like. And again, the main pouch is much larger. You could put whatever you want in there, but I put my camera in there, and at the moment, my power pack. Close it up. You'll see on the sides, you've got 2, where's that one gone? Carry handles. Pick the rucksack up with. Heavy duty material, they're not going to break. Well, it certainly hasn't broken yet. I've had this quite a while. On the back here, you've got another one of the same. again, a carry handle, easy access, grab it out of the car, spin it round again, and on the top of the rucksack, you've got another 2 straps. These clip together, obviously, and you can keep things like a waterproof jacket, you know, a lightweight pair of waders, the foldable ones, stuff like that's what I keep on there. Possibly even an unhooking mat. I'd like to think people have got much bigger mats than that, of course. But whatever you're able to roll up, you'll be able to strap to the top of your rucksack, sling it on your back, and again, just added another dimension to the rucksack. Spin it round. Heavy duty straps. Now these go over your shoulders, and one problem I always found with some of the rucksacks in the past, if they're not padded properly, they start to cut into your shoulders. It can actually be quite painful, especially when you're doing long walks, but they're nice and padded, and that's not going to happen with these. They're very comfortable, fully adjustable as well. Down here, you know, you've got the tassels which enable you to adjust them, so it sits snug on your body. And when you put a rucksack on, you want it quite high up your back, so I'll sling this on my back and then tighten them once it's on. You don't want it hanging too low, you want it nice and high on the top of your back. And this is a lovely feature, so a nice big padded bit of foam. And when you're putting stuff inside the rucksack, you know, some of you might put a plastic tackle box, whatever it is, it can dig through the back of the rucksack and into your back when you're carrying it. But because of this nice big piece of foam, that's not going to happen. Very comfortable, and like I say, when you're doing long walks, especially fishing a big pit or whatever, or you're just constantly lapping a lake, or on a day session, you've got your rods on one arm, your rucksack on your back, the last thing you want is things digging into your spine. So that nice bit of padding there ensures that it's nice and comfortable. Spin it round. Now all the way around the rucksack, you've got elasticated, I don't know what we'll call them little elasticated wiggly bits, these ones, and these are for your bank sticks to go in. So if you're a single stick user, you stick one bank stick there, one bank stick there, and then one bank stick there, and one bank stick there. So either side of the rucksack, you've got 2 of these, enabling you to carry 4 sticks. So 2 bite alarms, 2 backrests on the front of the rucksack. On the sides of the bag, you've got more elasticated bits. And again, you can put whatever you like in these. Sometimes I stick my catapult in one, but yeah, it's entirely up to you. I'm sure there's loads of different things you'd all be able to think of to make use of this stuff. And again, on this side, a slightly larger one. So you've got 3 on one side, and this one's just a 1, but it's a little bit bigger. So for a small rucksack, you know, you've got loads and loads of different options of ways you can use this and stuff that you can put in it. Because of all the compartments inside, 3 big pouches on the outside, the little elastic bit, so you can mount stuff to the outside of the bag, lift the lid up, you've got another pouch in here, loads of little compartments in there, the straps on the top which enable you to mount stuff onto that. So for a very small rucksack, as long as you don't want to put loads and loads and loads of stuff in it, it is going to be absolutely perfect. And for me, I can carry more than I need to. Like I say, when my camera's not in here, I've got loads of free space. So a small rucksack, loads and loads of options, and it's priced at $69.99. It has changed the way I fish. I used to have bags everywhere. Now I don't. I have my rucksack on my back, and if I want to go fishing, I grab that rucksack, I grab my rods, and that is what I need to go. And obviously my unhooking mat and my net. And after that, you're then just working out what you need for the session. So if you need loads of food, that goes in another bag, goes in the barra. But when I arrive at the lake, everything goes onto the barra, my rucksack goes on my back, and I can turn up in a swim. And to get my rods out and to get fishing, all I need is the fishing rods and this rucksack, and I can catch a carp.